Hey everybody, welcome back to Everyday Journey. Today I'm going to jump on the bandwagon. I'm going to try to turn my angle grinder, my hand angle grinder, into more of a chop saw. So I'm going to make a jig attachment to turn it into a sliding chop saw. And lots of people are doing it. I'm just going to use the stuff that I have on hand to try to make something happen. And I'll recommend things that you guys could do if you didn't have the same things on hand. So first off, we've got wood that we're going to make for the whole base and everything. As you can see, this looks like wood paneling. This actually is from an entertainment center. This is, I think, the top of it. And of course it's just particle board, but it should work fine for this. All we need is something that's fairly sturdy and something we can glue up. The second thing is, and you've probably seen in one of my previous videos, is I've got parts to a garage door opener. I had actually gotten one off of Craigslist from somebody. They said it was broken, and so I took it and tried to fix it, and you can watch that video up here. I don't know which side it's on, but you can watch that if you like and see what was wrong with it. And as you can see, I got plenty of parts and stuff to do things, but this is actually the rail for it. I got some electronic components. I've got the about a 20-foot section of chain for it, so I'm going to use that. Also, and these right here are some different kinds of adjustable feet. Everything I take apart, whether it be furniture or whatever it is, I always try to keep things like this. I've got two different kinds here. One of them is more of a rubber on the bottom. The other one is more of a plastic, and that's just going to be something that I can adjust the bottom of it. Should work, I would think. And you don't even have to use that. You can use things like bolts. Pretty much there's lots of different options. So you can pick what you want, or you can even go buy some of those little rubber feet that you just screw onto the bottom of things. That'll work just fine. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this and see where it takes us. Alright, so I've measured this from the end, about 2 feet. Doesn't matter right now because I'm just getting something I can glue up. I can always trim it down when I want later, but 2 feet seems to be about a good distance for me for a base for this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out using the jigsaw. There's the first one. Alright, so here's the second one, second piece. Alright, so now we're going to glue these two together and make a base. I'm actually going to glue the unfinished side. Not that I really care what it looks like, but I just don't know that this would actually glue very well. So we're going to do the unfinished side. I think it'll hold the glue a little better. And we're just going to give it a generous coat. Now we just wait. Alright, so it's the next day. Should be dry by now. Let's go ahead and clear it off. That looks stuck. So I think we're good on that. It's a little bit thin. I think I'd like it to be bigger than that, but here's the other thing I want to do. I want to put it on a wall. Well, I want to be able to hang it up whenever I'm not using it. So I guess the lighter it is, the better. Now we just need the armature that comes up that the whole contraption slides on. So we'll go ahead and get some wood and start on that piece. Alright, well I guess that wasn't really the top. This must have been the bottom. And this right here looks like the top because this is the underside of it and it's actually finished, and of course you'd be able to see that from inside it. So I guess this is the top. So looking at this, here's my grinder. And this is the way it's going to be. I'm trying to figure out the height. I'm going to go with about 9 inches because I want to make sure that I got enough to be able to mount this onto. Because I can always cut it down after the fact, but 9 inches seems to be a good thing. So what we need to do is cut out enough pieces, probably about 3 pieces that are going to be exactly the same or close to it, because we can trim them down later and make them the same. But 3 pieces that we can have come up from here and over. So we'll glue those together, have it all sandwiched up, and then go from there. Alright, so I know you can't see this, but we've got 4 L-shaped patterns on here. We're going to go ahead and cut them out, and then we're going to glue them together. So there's one. Now we just got 3 more to go. Now we got our 4 pieces. We just need to glue them up. So I cut this out with a jigsaw. You're not going to have any consistency with a jigsaw. And I knew that going into it. So I'm going to glue them up pretty as close as I can. And then we're just going to plane off or cut off all the excess afterwards. Or maybe even sand it, depending on how it goes.